Hey everybody. So I'm making this video on request of some coworkers asking me to make it a podcast or a video or something of that kind of sort. So this is a little different from normal, but I'm gonna be sharing some of my one of my life crazy stories. So the story I'm touching on today is going to be about how I lived as somebody else for 5 years without realizing it, and it being not my fault and perfectly legal. So it all began with a cop pulling me over. It wasn't anything crazy like drug smuggling or being on schoomer or something crazy shit like that. So I get on my driver's license, get on my insurance card, normal stuff, you know. I don't have a new insurance card because I just switched companies. The cop understood after and just gave me a warning after I like showed him the text messages from what uh, getting a payment plan, like payments to the actual insurance, showing that I had insurance. So he was chill about that, thankfully. So that was over. Uh, Me never being pulled over though, I was terrified. I was freaking out. I immediately went home. I was like a mile away from home. Get on my insurance app. I go to download my insurance car. I'm like, okay, need to download this fast. Downloaded it. Get the insurance card pulled up. I'm like, cool. I see it, but it's not my name. All I see is some guy. Let's say his name is Devonte John Michael Tyrese Smith, right? So there's like tiny little pieces of his name that not on this name, but his normal name that are the same as mine. But I only have the typical first, middle, last name. This guy had 5 names. I'm like, okay, this is some kind of mix up. A little annoying, no big deal. I call up the insurance company. I'm like, hey, yo, what the heck? What's going on here? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, this isn't me. Like, yeah, it is. We argued for like an hour, going through the motions. Eventually got it fixed, thinking it's kind of the end of it. I'm not gonna have to worry about it anymore. Not gonna have to worry about all this yada yada yada, right? Well, I kind of forget about it and don't really think about it for another like 6 months, 6 7 months. Uh, and after that 6 7 months, I go to update my driver's license to say I'm 21, so I can get alcohol, and it was about to expire soon anyhow. So I go to do that. And when I went to update my ID, I go to the DMV thinking it's gonna be fast, easy, sit down for like 15 minutes in the DMV. Um, and I don't know if you guys outside of the US or even inside the US have ever been to a US DMV, but imagine you walk into an abandoned subway, not like New York subway, but like Subway sandwich subway. And it's being ran by Clash of Clans giants that are employed by the government that control your life. They're almost always mean. Thankfully, small towns, which is where I was, they're kind of chill sometimes because they don't have to do a whole lot. So I go up to get my picture taken, looking like a whole ass snack, dressed up, nice hair done, all of it. Um, and then she's like, "All right, we're all ready. Let's go pull you up." I'm like, "Cool, awesome, let's get it." And then she goes, "Oh, oh my, that can't be right." I was like, "Oh, okay, what's going on?" And she's looking at me like super intensely. A 5'11" white guy, uh, and she asked me what my name is. I'm just like, "All right, it's Demon Smith, ma'am." And she's all I get is just the most like out there answer. She goes, "Huh, you aren't a 6'6" black male named Devonte John Michael Tyrese Smith. That's for sure." And I'm like hearing this coming from this lady. This looks like Jabba the Hutt lady behind the counter. Super, super nice, surprisingly. But I'm like, definitely not me. No. Shocked. And she goes to look me up every way possible, pulling me up by my address, pulling me up by my other forms of ID. The only way she can prove that I exist is my social, and that's it. Nothing else exists about me in the state registry at all. I'm like, okay, I'm in the military, and they can't find me. I don't know how the military got around it, but whatever. She goes and she searches for 3 hours trying to find me anywhere in there. She makes a final call to the state, and they can finally prove it. And it turns out they deleted my information and replaced it with somebody else's on accident somehow. So I had no information, and anytime somebody ran on my ID, it was Devontae. Just pulled up Devontae. So most cops, if they ran it, it would just pull up as Devontae. So they just usually just get too lazy or not really care about it and just give me a warning. Because it pops up as valid ID, or just they would just think it's like the most insane fake ever. So me being like a super innocent kid, I'm like, yo, I had a get out of the jail free card up until now. Me, an innocent kid, could have gotten away with all kinds of stuff. And she ends up making all my info correct, thankfully, sorting everything out. So it only took me like 4 hours only. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that story. It's a nice little short one. That's how I basically no-clipped through life for 5 years as some random broken ass NPC. It was a little different than normal. Speak a little fast. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. Talk to you guys next time.